What's going on, everyone? Today we are revisiting one of my favorite decks, I think, that I've ever played on this channel. One of my favorite decks in this format, period, which is my Neo-Spacian Diva Hero list that I topped RBCT with. Kind of similar to the Amaryllis list. I think I pretty much nailed this one the first time. There's like a couple cards that changed. A couple cards. I'm on Torrential now in the main, which I don't think I was before. I don't remember what I swapped it up for. There was some weird thing going on. Maybe I think I was maining Mind Crush or something. The side's pretty different. We've definitely changed that up a lot. We're on triple Snowman in the side. Just for like very aggro matchups. I think the trade-off with this list is it's not as crazy broken against aggro decks as regular Diva Hero is. I think regular Diva Hero absolutely destroys most aggro decks, like Blackwings and stuff. It's definitely not a coincidence that Blackwings hit like the height of its success at the time in the format when everyone had quit playing Diva Hero. But yeah, it's a little bit worse against that and a little bit better against the sort of control decks like Quick Draw that regular Diva Hero kind of struggles with, I think. I think the Neo-Spacian package is really interesting. Convert Contact sort of provides you the ability to set up your grave for your big plays and also like see your ceiling hands more often, which I think is really, really nice. I think there's just a lot more synergy with like the dark half of the engine in here. One of my big problems with regular builds is people try to force like Arma Plague Dad in when it's just really there's not that much synergy. It leads to a lot of awkward hands where you're trying to make this dark engine happen. Or like you draw your dark stuff with your water stuff, you draw your water stuff with your dark stuff. And I think this is a lot more of like a streamlined, almost like closer to combo or turbo-oriented build that works a lot better. So yeah, I'm definitely very pleased with it. It always plays really smooth, and I enjoy it a lot. So hopefully we're going to get to show some of that off in today's matches. All right. First one up against J Norin 90s. I really shouldn't try to pronounce DB Rando's names. Oh, he's playing a ritual deck. Oh, yeah, I remember this match. Okay. So, I made a little bit of a misplay here. I think I should have held the Foolish. Probably. It's true that it cuts the chance of drawing Mally down, but also the consequences for drawing Mally are a lot worse now. So, yeah. And, we do find Future Fusion, so it's like maybe we just didn't even need to Foolish the Mally. We could have Few-Fewed the Mally and, like, Foolish the Porter. But we're going to go just for Stardust with Future Fusion behind it and think like, all right, it's going to be hard for him to play into this. Tries to Mind Control. Yeah, that doesn't work. Anyway, we go for Dolphin. Dolphin's really great. We can just like rip anything under 2,500 out of his hand. So we take the Sork. We go for Miracle. We're just getting really aggressive here, trying to win right away. We ram into a Jin, which is funny. But yeah, opponent's very dead. This deck is super, super aggressive and will end games very quickly, so yeah. And here we draw a Crate Hand as well. Unfortunately, we top deck our Mally, so it's not as great as it could have been. Here I just set the Sangan and figure if he goes for Relinquished, I get Torrential or something. And even if he Jin locks me, I can always out it with Granmole. Here I go Arma, send Arma Ascend Porter is really cool. I like it a lot. It basically turns Arma into like another Stratos, but for Neo-Spacians. Also, really good synergy with like Dad and stuff in terms of setting up your graveyard. It's just like 3 darks right away, pretty much. So that's nice. I go for Panther here because if he goes Relinquished, I can copy Relinquished, and it's actually very good. He goes Summon Armor Mill Plague, which I didn't even know he had. I just draw Dark Armed, though, which, you know what I mentioned about how Arma Porter sets up Dark Armed really easy? Well, now Dark Armed is live, so we're going in. We're going in with Dad, and we are just kind of looking to win the game here with Diva and then Miracle. And I think I calculate we have over 8,000 here, so we don't need to burn the last Dad banish yet. And that's going to be the end of that match. So very quick, very swift, very decisive, very brutal. Very, very characteristic of this deck. Next match, we're up against X-Sabers, I think. X-Sabers is probably one of the worst matchups. I think? I don't know. Either way, it's an annoying deck to play against. Here I just dropped Tragodia. and I go end phase Wing Blast on his monster, thinking I can Storm, get rid of his back row. His Judgment, but I just have MST and into Mali. So this was just like a standard like Diva Hero hand that was just really insane for the situation. Kind of sacked him, not gonna lie. Kind of sacked him. Anyway, game number 2. We have an alright hands. I decide to send Mali here. I was thinking about sending Porter, which maybe I should have done. The situation definitely would have ended up better if I had. Here, I let him go for Hyunlei, figuring I can just chain both. So I MST his back row, it's E-Call. I try to Wing Blast this, which I think might stop the E-Call. I don't remember what the ruling on that is, but he just Judgments it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, this is really bad. If he hadn't had that creature swap, which is such a weird card, I guess they play a lot of recruiters, but I don't think creature swap is very good in Edison format, no matter what your deck is. Anyway, we get completely owned by this play though. It's not good. And then he Gotham's rips my Storm, and I just draw that Dark Armed. There's a lot of good cards I could have drawn there actually, like Diva or Miracle or Grand Mole or something. Here I've brought in Snowman Eaters now. I forget what I boarded out. I think I boarded out like Gorstrag Dad or something for Snowman Eaters. Reason I did that was because of all the recruiters. So yeah, we have a nice Diva opening. It's could be better. Foolish is just like a 1-for-1 here or something. I think it is. So he just sets. Here I'm like, we're just going to go in. We have the pesky Boyd out, the recruiter, which Grand Mole MVP. Grand Mole's such an insane card. I love any deck that can utilize this. And the fact that it's searchable is even more crazy. We got a Dust Shoot here, and we see that his hand is quite bad. The only thing that could screw us over here is if it's Solemn again for the 3rd game in a row, and it's not, so we pretty much win from this point. We go Summon Arma, attack, 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 and that's going to be the end of the game. So, yeah, this deck, like I said, very, very aggressive. A lot of neat sort of synergy and utility with the Neo-Spacian engine. Porter's a really cool card. It lets you play Foolish as well, which is really neat. It really lets you utilize the Dark package to its maximum effect, I think, as well. And, of course, Convert Contact lets you set up Miracles, set up Dad, set up Chaos Sork. So I think it's a really neat engine. Definitely a fun deck. I really enjoy it, and I think it's pretty good. So, yeah, there's a lot of games like this where you just can go crazy early on and just run them over. So, definitely neat. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay and the deck profile, which wasn't that much new, but, you know. Anyway, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, do all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.